Pause and solve because the answer is D. Looking at the items, I know that the omega consideration verb pops, so as always, I test number first. I use my subject pronouns he and they, and neither of them sound right for A. He including they including neither of them sound right. To include he and they don't sound right, so neither. And finally, one sounds right, he includes singular. So I do have an odd man out, so I'm going to bias this sucker. The presence of the neither means this is going to be either a forming a clause or parallel structure question. I do see an and in the text, which would be indicative of parallel structure. However, that's joining an early flowering and a late flowering. So it's not going to be that. It's just forming a clause. In this moment, I could just read it and see if my vibes are strong, if I like it. And I do like this. The reason I like this answer is because from capital letter to period, we need a complete sentence. In that complete sentence, there must be an independent clause. And inside of that independent clause, there must be a verb that tells me when or expresses modality and its subject. You might say, yo, dog, there is already a verb that tells me when in tens. And I would grant you that that's true. However, that is making it a dependent clause. And remember, I need an independent clause. You might then say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Later, we've got a grows, which is a verb that tells me when. And I would grant that is true, and it is true. However, that grows, too, is in a dependent clause. D is the only option that gives me a verb that tells me when in my independent clause.